What is up, guys? What is up? All right, we're gonna check all our levels because they look loud. All right, let's bring that down. All right, so you guys let me know how we're doing on sound, all of that, cameras, whatever. I think I've got all the lights on. We should be good to go. All right, man. Still feel like I'm loud, so we'll see. We'll see. All right, so tonight we're gonna be playing some aggro. We got the aggro decks. We got two different decks to try and play tonight. Have some fun. See how it goes. Jenny with the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. All right. Got a few new follows. Appreciate all you guys for following, whether it's on the Twitch side or the YouTube side. Again, we're going to be starting to get a better schedule pretty soon as far as live content goes. But the idea is we'll be streaming twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, depending on the week and stuff. So we should have some fun there. I still feel like my volume keeps going in the red. So you guys keep me honest. Let me know if it gets too loud or whatever. And then we'll see how it goes while we're on with our other people playing on Pixel. But we should have fun. I'll go over deck tech in just a minute, going over the deck itself. Just getting it all shuffled up because we literally just put it together just a little bit ago. This is the first time playing the deck, so if I make mistakes, I make mistakes. But we had some requests online. What is up, Lethals? How you doing, man? I know it's been a little while. I'm still trying to get into some type of schedule. When it comes to streaming. Been focusing on the YouTube side for Lorcana, and now I need to get some live stuff going too. How you been, man? How you been? I know. I've got, like, yesterday I was on for just a little bit while we did our fantasy draft. So we're doing a fantasy football league with a couple other Lorcana people. Yabreezy's one of those people. Purple Towel is another one. A few other content creators. So I'm excited about that. Going to see how that goes. I think our draft went pretty decent, pretty good. We had some friends on there in our chat letting us know who to get. But yeah, I'm excited for that league. All the content we're doing. So we'll definitely see. What game has got your interest right now? Any mobile game got your interest? Any computer game? Now we got Rivals coming out in December officially. Marvel Rivals. Black Myth. Okay. I'll have to look it up. Was able to get into the closed alpha and beta of Marvel Rivals, which is fun if you like Overwatch games like that. It's pretty much that, but Marvel characters. So that releases early December. We'll definitely be playing that a little bit as well. I'm not amazing at it, but it's fun. So can't complain. Still playing Snap, but my Snap time has definitely gone down a lot. Still love to play it though. I mean, still just hit Infinite the other day for this season, but definitely has gone to more every now and then compared to all the time. So I do have to figure out that Airshim kind of has been pretty bad. Loki was pretty bad. Airshim I think is even worse. Just in the fact that everybody plays it. So I don't know. Every month, I feel like my time on the game goes down. I still play, I still have Infinite, but the time definitely goes down in play. Haven't spent any money on it outside of a season pass in probably 8 months now. So again, just not really needing all the other stuff. starting to be more selective of the cards. I'm officially not collection complete right at the moment, and that's because the newest card that came out is pretty terrible in my opinion. So won't be getting that one anytime soon. All right, let's do a deck tech on the deck. We're going to cut this up into a YouTube video afterwards. Yeah. I mean, again, it's. I know you're not playing right now, Lethals. It's probably actually worse right now than it was. As weird as that sounds, it's actually probably worse than it was because now they have alliances. Alliances have bounties. So just like all the other games we played, they're missions you need to complete. And if everybody in your alliance completes your missions for the week, you can win stuff. Luckily, I'm in an alliance that's not super competitive, so we did not complete all of ours last week, even though a lot of people wanted to. So I have a feeling that's going to drive people to leave alliances, try to find the alliances that are going to grind for that type of stuff. But like we've seen in Mirrorverse, DSA, and all that, like once you start having the daily missions that are like required by your alliance, it's going to like make the game not fun whatsoever. So I worry a little bit about that stuff, especially when it comes to, like you said, mental health. And things like that. It is now introduced the thing that can break people on a whole different level. So not looking forward to that over the next few months, just with the community and how they're going to take that. But again, I think it's a cool thing if you're in an alliance with the right mindset. So. Again, if you're in the right mindset, it's cool. But if you're in one of those alliances that wants to push every week and you don't, it's going to be a problem. So, free credits. They got the new borders and things like that they're giving away, which makes you want to, but not me. All right, so let's jump over to our deck breakdown. Let's talk about the deck we are playing, or at least the first deck we're going to play tonight, over on Pixelborn Connect. So I'm going to cut this up into a YouTube video for either tomorrow or Friday. I need to go back and do the same thing with the other deck we played on Tuesday, which for some reason didn't stream on YouTube. So I'm going to cut that into a video as well. But we're going to talk about this one. So what's up, guys? We're going to go through a deck tech of the deck we're using. And yes, this is the aggro deck. So we're looking at Amber, Amethyst. Yeah, it's see card, play card. It's pretty easy. There's not a lot of lines when it comes to the deck. There are really good cards in here. But essentially, if we go down the list, we're looking at little drops. You've got Daisy, you've got Lilo, you've got cards that are going to tap for 2 as soon as you do it. You need to protect them, so you've got a couple other cards like Baloo and Simba that are going to give you that bodyguard to keep them alive. And then you got some other spicy stuff. We got Arthur, bounce a card back, gain some lore. That's going to work great with our little drops early game to kind of protect them from being, exerted on your opponent's turn. It's also going to be really good once we get up to the GOAT and some of that kind of stuff. So a lot of great cards in here. Can't wait to play it and bring the spice, bring the aggro, and just, do it. So we're going to get over into Pixelborn and get some matches going and see how that goes. So let's jump over to our gameplay scene. Let's see if we can't get matched up with a match. So we're gonna play 3 matches with the deck, see how it goes, and then from there we'll kind of talk in between games, and then we'll switch over to another aggro deck that I want to give a shot as well. Finding us an opponent. Through my head. Hopefully we don't have the same issue. There we go. Hello, hello. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Just a heads up. I'm streaming. Is that cool? Okay. The upside down card is a T-Bone. No worries. Let me see. All right. Let me see if I can find your audio, sir. Not yet. Okay. All right. I should have it now.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I've got no proxies in here, so we should be good.
Right on. I just got the one, so.
Cool. How do you want to cut? Just half cut? You want to do 3 piles?
I am perfectly fine with a half cut.
All right. Cool.
And I'll apologize in advance if you happen to hear my dogs going crazy in the background.
No worries at all.
To you and your viewers.
No worries. All right, we'll grab our 7. 1, 2, times 6. I think I'll keep the rest. Just going to throw 1 back.
Okay, good for you. I think I'm going to throw 5 back.
No worries. Love the playmat, by the way.
Hey, thanks. I was running a broom deck for a little bit, so.
My buddy wants to make a broom deck so bad. We put one together, but we're just like,
yeah,
it's just missing a card or two.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't have any
tier 1.
broom stuff coming into the 5th set, but.
Yeah.
You're good to go whenever you're set. I'll just catch up here.
Cool. All right, so we're going to ink the Chromicon, play a Daisy.
Hate to see it.
And I will pass the turn.
Alright, I will draw for turn.
Yep. Come on, Daisy gives you cards. Daisy gives you cards.
Sometimes I played against a guy yesterday and he quested 4 times with it before I get it gone, and every single time he got an action card or a song on me. It's brutal.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna ink a fishbone to play a popsicle and draw.
Alright.
And I'll pass.
Going to ink Boss on the Roll, play Piglet, quest for 2.
Yep. So,
Cogsworth to hand.
Yes.
And pass turn.
Alright, draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ink that Tipo to play a Tipo.
Yep.
Put that in there. I'll pass.
Right. Draw. Going to start off with Daisy requests for 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you get all the characters.
Yep, I just want to make sure you see it.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to play Snake and pick up Daisy.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to ink Befuddle to play the Daisy back. Do quest for 3 with Piglet.
Very nice.
And we will pass the turn.
Alright. I'll draw. Okay. I think I'll pay 1 to fire the cannons, the Piglet.
Sure.
I'm gonna ink the Simba.
Mhm.
Pay 3 for a fishbone.
Yep.
Tap the fishbone. Put that in there. I'm gonna use that last ink to play another popsicle and draw a card. And pass.
Right. Draw. Right. I hate to do this, but we're gonna ink the library.
Okay.
Tap the 4. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and quest with Daisy.
Okay. Oh, you got me on that one.
Right.
It's too bad. That would have been nice to have next turn.
Absolutely. We're gonna use the 4 for goat.
Yep.
And we're gonna go ahead and quest with the snake as well. And pass the turn.
Okay. And draw for turn.
Yep. And yeah, Lethal's the game is doing well. They're doing DLCs every month, so big, huge tournaments. They fill up instantly within seconds for 1,000 people to go to. It's just I think without Pixelborn, there's just not a lot of people streaming it or anything, so it's more of an in-person thing outside of Pixelborn Connect or a method like that. So that may be why you haven't heard so much about it, but it's still selling tons of stuff, doing a bunch of stuff. It's surviving.
I think I'm just gonna pay 4.
Mm-hmm.
Put down 2 Mr. Smees.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw 1 damage onto the Daisy.
Sure.
I'll take a damage. I'll use the fishbone as well to put another card in here and pass.
All right. We'll untap. Draw for turn. We'll go ahead and quest with Daisy for 2.
Yep. Oh, you got me again.
All right, we'll go ahead and quest with the other 2. Go up to 15. Your swords is a potential problem. Let's use friends on the other side. Draw
Okay.
2. Let's play Lilo. and we will pass it in.
Okay. Yeah, grab your swords would be nice here, wouldn't it? Alright, I'll draw for turn.
I have 3 in hand.
Okay. Okay. I think what I'll do is pay the 6 to play a Tinkerbell.
Yep.
I'm gonna use the 2 Smees to swing into the Daisy and the Goat.
Okay. Daisy down, Goat down, and I will gain a lore.
Yep. And the Goat was 4 attack, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
4/3.
Well, I'll quest for 1 with Tipo, why not? And I'll ink another Smee and pass. I have 1 in hand.
Okay. Untap. Draw.
Oh, sorry, Smee takes another damage at the end of my turn there. Put him on 2.
We will quest for 1. Going to 3. Pick up the snake on a box. We will play Lilo, and we will ink the snake. And we'll pass the turn.
Alright. I will draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. You got me. There's nothing I can do. You got 3 on board. I got nothing. So, call the game there.
Good games. I also had Gathering Knowledge and a rabbit.
Yeah.
So.
You had it. Either way. Right on, good game.
You too, man.
Yeah, best of luck.
All right, you too. All right. So, as you can see, aggro, super fast, super good. We pretty much had it a couple different ways in that particular matchup. And that is probably one of our worst matchups, just because they have a lot of removal. So we're going to give it two more games with it. We like to see it, though. That was really quick. That's what the deck does. But going back to the question, Lethals, yeah, it's doing well. We just had the 5th set launch of the game. I mean, I can definitely tell that, like, now that cards are easier to find, so you can go to your Target, you can go to your Walmart. There's always stuff on the shelf now. It definitely feels a little less hyped to the general public, just in that fact, because you see it on the shelf. Just like, in my opinion, when you go and see like tons of Pokemon on the shelf, you're like, nobody's buying this. It's always here, but people are still buying it. People are still playing it. every month they have a DLC for the year, and at the end of the year they're going to have a World Championships, or technically at the beginning of next year it'll be the World Championships. End of the year will be the Nationals, whether it's Europe or the U.S. And those, every time they open up for the next city, like within 30 seconds to a minute, they are sold out. And those are like between 1,000 to 2,000 people to try to get tickets. They instantly sell out, they fill up, and then they even do attendance tickets where you can do like side events and stuff like that. And even in some cases, those are selling out at the events. So they have, let's see, they just had Toronto, they've got Seattle, they've got Vegas coming up, and so yeah, they're doing really well. The game, like I said, is definitely surviving and striving, and they have a lot of stuff in the works for the future with the game too. So all in all, I think Lorcana is doing really well. I'm enjoying it too. Even though I can't get out as much to the shops and stuff, they still have leagues at shops. They still have set championships. I can usually get out the set championships. Leagues are a little bit harder. That's why we're going to start doing more of these live streams, playing it through Pixelborn Connect and stuff. But so far, it's been fun. It's good. All right, so we're 1-0 currently with the deck. We'll play another game, and like I said, we'll get at least 2 more games in with this deck, and then we'll shift to another aggro deck after that. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Doing well. I just want to confirm I'm streaming. I'm live. Is that cool with you?
Yep, not a problem.
All right. Awesome. Cool. As
I
far
will
as
gladly
cuts,
lose for the benefit of your fans.
no. You may beat me. We'll see. We got a requested deck that we're streaming today, so that we can stream for the requesters, plus probably turn it into some kind of YouTube video on the channel.
Awesome. Hopefully there's not too much background noise. My kids are a little rowdy tonight, but
All good.
as for a cut, half cut works for me if that works for you.
That works for me.
All
We're
right.
not playing for Grandmaster here, so.
All right. Good luck. Have fun.
Right, you too.
This is a pretty new deck for me, so trying something out. We'll see how it works.
I have also only played this deck once. It is not a terrible deck, but I am getting used to it.
We're gonna mulligan 5.
I'm gonna keep my hand. I think it's fine enough.
All right. Yes, this is a rough start indeed. So enjoy the circus, stream viewers. All right. Half cut again, and we are ready whenever you are.
All right. So we're gonna give it all away here. We're gonna ink this Befuddle and play this Daisy.
All right.
And we will pass the turn to you.
I will draw. I did not draw into a turn 1 play, which is always great. I will ink a When Will My Life Begin, and I will pass.
Tap, draw. This is what I was worried about, but we're gonna see where this goes. All right, we're going
At this point,
to.
I welcome the Daisy triggers to maybe give me a playable card.
All right, we're gonna ink a library. We'll go ahead and quest for 2, trigger. See what you get here.
A Piglet.
All right, Piglets. I will tap 2 to play a Pinocchio.
Oh boy.
and we will pass the turn.
We will see if I get on the board before you win this game. Well,
A lot of people are asking for the aggro to see how it actually runs and stuff. So
yeah, if you've got the cards, it's a good one. That's a deck I would play if I had all the cards I needed for it, but I don't. I will pay 1, and I will play a Daisy of my own.
all right.
And unfortunately, that's the only 1-drop I have, so I will pass.
You had a 2-drop Piglet.
I did, but Piglet's only good if you get 2 other bodies on the board, so
That is
drop
true.
the higher lore character first.
That is true. All right, so we are going to untap, draw. We are going to ink my Piglet. We will quest for 2 a Daisy trigger.
All right. A Mr. Smee.
Okay. We're going to quest for 3 with our Pinocchio. We're going to tap 2 for another Pinocchio. Tap 1 for Maleficent.
Oh, this is ugly.
And pass the turn to you.
As the great pro wrestling commentator Jim Ross would say, this is bowling shoe ugly. We'll ink a Sleepy. We'll pay 1 for Anala.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pay 2 for a Mr. Smee.
Mm-hmm.
We will send Daisy into Pinocchio.
Yep.
And
Makes sense.
we will pass turn there.
Untap. Draw. Going to quest with Daisy, trigger.
A Baloo.
Quest for 3 with Pinocchio. Quest with 2 Maleficent. Up to 14. Tap 3 for a Baloo and Bodyguard.
Oh boy.
And pass the turn.
I do have damage cards in this deck. It would be nice if I saw any of them.
I assume with the colors, you'd at least have something in there.
Yeah, there's Smash and Let the Storm Rage On and Baboom, and I have 8 character cards in hand, none of which are going to outrace you at this point. We'll ink a dock.
Mm-hmm.
I got to figure out what I can do to try to... Smee will take out Baloo. I don't really have a choice.
And that gains me 2 lore.
2 more. Yep. Nala can't take anything out. Daisy will take out a Pinocchio.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have game on board. So it doesn't really matter what I do. We will pay 2. Maybe. We'll take the chance here. We're going to play Doc. We're going to sack the 6 cards in our hand to draw 2.
All right.
And I did not find a Baboon. So we quest Nala for 1 so that I don't lose this game with 0 on the board. And we pass turn.
All right. And then back to me. We untap, draw, and then we quest out for 4. If it makes you feel any better, I did have Gathering in hand. So even if you did, get the smash or the kaboom or whatever, we did still have lethals in hand. So
yeah, it is a good deck. Like I said, if I had the Pinocchios and 4 Maleficents, I would probably be running it myself.
Yeah.
We have 1 Pinocchio, which cuts you a little short trying to run hyper aggro there.
Yeah. I haven't looked at his price, but I know Maleficent was up at like $8 or $9 the other day. So
yeah, I haven't looked at Pinocchio either, but we might have to pick some up because I tried purple green and it works, but not as reliably as that does.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got another aggro deck we're going to try. We got one more game with this one, and then we're going to try another one with yellow green. So we're going to see its aggro-y. See which one's better, but I think this one definitely probably is the better of the aggro decks.
Yeah, this is intended to be an aggro deck with bodyguard protectors.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're going against aggro, the bodyguards don't really matter, so I wasn't dropping those.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, well, good game. At least I hope it was entertaining for your viewers. So,
absolutely, man.
All right, have a good rest of your night.
All right, you too. All right. So that is game 2 with the deck. As you can see, this deck is super fast when it gets something and it doesn't have too many interactions. We saw in game 1 the Tinkerbell being an issue, but game 2 against another aggro deck, we definitely had the edge based on what they were doing with their cards. We'll play one more with this deck, and then we're going to switch it up to the other aggro deck. Wanted to at least get 3 games in so you guys could see it in action. We'll see what we see as far as the last deck that we go against. Shuffle up a little bit. We will see about getting in another one. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Hi.
All right.
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. Just wanted to make sure. Your screen was white for a second, but I can see everything now. Just to throw it out, I'm streaming. Is that cool?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
I just did the update, so it was asking for permissions for the camera and the microphone and all that stuff.
No worries. I know. I feel like the thing updates every 2 days. Every time I want to play, I'm having to download a new client version.
Yeah. Do you want to do half cut, 3-pile cut?
It doesn't matter to me. If you want to do half cut, half-cut's fine with me.
Half cut works great.
I'll mulligan a couple things.
I'm going to mulligan 6.
I'm going to mulligan. I think I'm mulliganing 5, but yeah, we're going to mulligan 4.
Let's see how this goes.
Hey, good luck.
Yeah. All right. Maleficent Dragon into the Inkwell. And I will pass.
Turn. Going to not the start I wanted. We're going to ink, and I'm stuck. We're going to pass the turn.
Putting a Cusco in the inkwell, playing a Tipo.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw this card in here and pass.
Going to ink a Chromicon, play a Pinocchio,
Mm-hmm.
and pass turn.
Alright. I'm going to ink a Tamatoa. I'm gonna pay 1 for Popsicle and draw a card. I'm gonna pay 2 for a Tipo and put the card in. I'm to 5 ink. Quest for 1 and pass.
We're going to ink a Friends, quest for 3, play Simba and Bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
Pass turn.
Up. I'm gonna pay 4 for a Toy Maker and banish this Popsicle and draw a couple of cards.
Mhm.
I'm going to ink a Tamatoa for turn. And pass.
Untap. Draw. Gonna ink. You have 6 ink.
6 ink, 3 cards in the hand.
We're gonna sing Bare Necessities.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so how far I'll go goes away. These use 8, so use we'll quest for 3.
Uh-huh.
We'll tap 2 for a Maleficent. The 2-drop Maleficent. We're gonna ink a Simba. Tap 2 for a 2-drop Maleficent.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Alright. I'm gonna ink Mally for turn. I'm gonna play Madame Medusa and take out Simba.
Mhm.
Have Tipo challenge into Pinocchio.
Yep.
But I'll go ahead and quest for 2 and pass.
Draw. We're gonna quest for 4.
Uh-huh.
Gonna tap 3 to do bosses on a roll. I'll gain 1 more. Look at the top 5 and put them back in any order. Who's going to do it that order? We're going to ink Friends on the Other Side. And we're going to play a Gathering Knowledge just to gain 2 lore. Puts us at 13. And pass turn.
Ready. Draw. Madame Medusa challenge one of them. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll have Flabbersham and Tipo challenge the other one.
Okay. So Tipo should go away. 2/2.
Yeah. I guess I could use the other one. That's okay.
And then 2 on Hiram.
Quest for 1. Ink Maui. Pass.
We're going to play Spellbook and use Spellbook up to 14 and pass the turn.
Draw your card. I'm going to pay 2 for Vision of the Future.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the top 5. And rest on the bottom. I'll pay 6 for a Cusco and turn your Spellbook into ink.
Beat that Cusco.
And I'll quest for 3.
Yep.
And pass.
Untap, draw. Pay 4 for a goat, gain a lore, and pass turn.
Alright. I will quest for 5. And let's see here. How many cards do you have in hand?
0.
Alright. I'm gonna just pop this Big Caesar down on the board.
Okay.
And that's
Draw for turn. Alright, so Cusco, what's his stats?
he's a 3/5.
And Sisu task for 3.
Yeah, I got 8 lore on the board right now.
Yeah, I got to take out something. I'm just trying to see which one I want to. Hiram has 2 damage on him, and he's a 6 defense, so we'll swing into Hiram.
Okay.
3 for Arthur. And pass a turn.
I will play down another Big Sisu. Quest for 7.
Sisu is not on shift, right? It's just on play.
Just on play. I mean, I could shift too, but
yeah. No, I was just making sure that that's what the trigger was.
You have no cards in hand?
Yeah, no cards in hand.
All right. I'll quest for 7, go to 19.
Okay.
And pass.
That's what I thought. The Cusco messed up my math here. So I can quest for 1, I can run it into something and get the 1, but you end up getting it next turn.
Yeah. Oof, yeah, that Visions of the Future
Mm-hmm.
is pretty clutch. I was like, okay, I need to find a Cusco here. I
Yeah,
think I inked one earlier in the.
You did.
Yeah, and I'm only running the 2, so I was just like, I hope it's in the top 5.
Yeah, because if I would have had that, I would have had 1 more ink last turn. That'd be a 16. This turn 17, 18. Yeah, I guess technically, yeah, I would have had like 19 this turn, and then if you didn't have the Cusco, I probably have 1 more turn prior to that. But yeah, it was the risk. I pretty much the 5 I saw were just all characters, so it's just
Right.
what order to play them. I probably should have kept the friends instead of inking it, but I figured I was at 4 ink, or I was at 5 ink, and based on the way I was drawing, I would never get to play it anyway. So
I also top decked that second big Sizu, so
yeah,
that was
really big because of the Arthur on board, because I would have top decked another character.
Like normally I would have held the first one, but I was like, I kind of need to race here. I feel like I just need to get some lore.
Yeah.
But hey, thanks for the game.
Yeah, man, and good games. All right, so that was game 3 with the deck. As you can see, we were close with the race on that one, but that's really where this deck struggles. Is just when you hit the deck like a ramp deck that can get to their board wipes quick enough. Like again, we saw blue steel in game 1. If they would have gotten the swords, we would have had just as difficult of a problem as well. So let's go to our other deck. So let's go over to our other deck with our deck tech. Got to switch out a few cards to finish it up because they're over in this deck. But we're going to do some lemon lime aggro. Grab my Simbas, my Lilos, my Piglets, Donalds, my Daisies. Grab all the cards I need. We actually didn't see a single Donald that whole... Okay. Bear with me as I grab all these cards and then make sure we have the right number of everything. Now I need the daisies, the Donalds, the Blues. Let's see the symbols. I think I need 2 symbols. New Blues, 3 Blues. All right. Double check. Agree to lose. Fine. Lose. Opposed. Your necessity. All right, so same concept as before. We're just going aggro. So instead of some of the cards we had in the other deck, we're just switching those out for 2-drop or 1-drops that tap for 2 in green. Now the deck's slightly different because we don't have Pinocchios and big cards like that. We're trying to be in tempo as well. Oh, listen. So we're trying to do some tempo games in here. So we've got Queen into Queen. We've got Kit, Cloud Kicker, to bounce stuff back. We've got Ursula for some protection. We've also got the Emerald Chromacon. So if one of our guys dies, we can either, bounce back one of their characters or even bounce back one of ours, so we can protect like a second creature from getting taken off the board. A lot of our cards, a lot of our green cards, when they get banished, they make them discard. So a lot of really good interaction within the deck. And we're still really low to the ground. The downside of green over purple is we don't really have a lot of draw. So because we don't have a lot of draw, we have to make up for that with the Diablos. So again, looking for a budget deck, this is going to be a little more expensive because we have our Diablos in here. We also have our Mufasa spell, essentially, so we can use that to draw up to the same amount of cards our opponent has, which in some matchups may not be good. Other matchups may be fine. The other card that may be fine in here is like Clarabelle. So we have the smaller Clarabelle in here to draw some cards. But it may make sense to have like a 2 of the big Clarabelle for later game. I'm just worried if you don't have the shift target, we're going to be trying to not ink as many cards, so she may get caught in her hand, which is the reason why I don't really have them in the deck yet. But we'll see how it goes with this deck. And we also need to update our deck list. Let me do that real quick. So there is the new deck list. So you guys can see it. Let's go in and create a deck. And let's see how this deck goes. So like we did before, we're going to do 3 games with this deck, see how it runs, and then I'll be doing some, taking these into videos with the intro, an exit, all of that stuff, going to a little more detail of the deck tech, plus a wrap-up.
Hello,
hello. Hello, hello. Before we start, just want to make sure I say it. We are streaming live. Is that okay with you?
Sure thing. I'll be on my best behavior.
I just like to let people know. Make sure.
It's one of your cards.
Make sure they're aware of it.
No, that's good. That's good etiquette. I appreciate that. In a long queue. This is shuffle to oblivion. How would you like me to cut it?
Just half cut's fine. I'm not picky.
Same on my end.
Good luck.
4, 5, 6, 7. You too. Good luck.
back 1.
Sending 4.
Which platform you streaming on? YouTube, Twitch, all of them?
Yeah, YouTube and Twitch.
Okay, cool.
So we got the InkCast YouTube, and then we've got just default Dan on the Twitch side.
Right on.
Yeah, we're actually doing a D23 giveaway for the YouTube.
Ooh.
So, giving one away next Friday.
That was a very smooth plug right there.
Oh yeah.
Right in the flow of conversation. There was some downtime. You're an expert.
Just got to throw it out there, you know.
Yeah, broadcasters. Yeah, that's some chops. I appreciate it. I'll do another half cut. Why not?
I'm good when you are, sir.
Yep, I'm on the play. Let's get this all a rolling. Like a Maui and pass.
We're gonna ink a queen, play a curse merfolk, and pass the turn.
Nope. Turn. Ink. Hero. Play Chicha.
Yep. Each is a 1/2.
2-1.
2/1. Going to we're going to ink Simba, play a Flynn Rider. We'll go ahead and quest for 2. And pass the turn.
Off the turn. Okay, let's create it. One more Chicha. I'll ink Tamatoa from hand.
Yep.
She will sing 1 jump.
Yep.
Both Chichas will trigger. I'll draw 2.
Pretty nice.
Not too shabby. Ink and I'll pass.
That draw. Going to ink queen. Use that 3 for a blue and bodyguard. Then we'll quest for 4. Pass turn.
Okay. 4 ink and a dream. Shooty hops. Oh, ink. Chicha will sing 1 jump ahead.
Yep.
Pull the trigger. 2 cards in hand. Pay 5 for Maui. Maui into blue. Chicha into
I'll gain 2 off blue.
Chicha into Merfolk.
All right, and then you discard a card.
Lucky Dime into the discard pile. Okay, somewhat stabilized, and I'll
Untap. Going to ink little Clarabelle, a 3-drop Clarabelle. Use that for Donald Duck, which will give Flynn 1 more lore. He's going to quest for 3.
Will Donald Duck enter in Bodyguard or no?
Not in Bodyguard.
Gotcha.
And Hester.
You have a very unique list. I like it a lot. It's like the
We're trying new stuff. We had a bunch of people on Twitter or whatever asking us to play some aggro decks. We played Amethyst, Amber before this, a couple games, and now I want to try something different.
Yeah, this is cool. I've got a pretty lucky opening hand, but I could see this giving a lot of trouble to a lot of lists.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start by singing how far I'll go with Maui.
Yep.
Here's one. And no, 2. It's an easy choice. I like easy choices. It's very good. 6 available.
I would say you have Chicha, so the deck's working slightly worse than it would. I haven't seen Chicha like in any of the lists yet.
Yeah, I like her a lot more than the item lists because she can kind of stand up for herself, you know.
Yeah.
She does things. Alright, he's inserted. Apologies.
Yeah.
I think it's better to do it like this. Oh, tough choice. I'll ink a Maui.
Okay.
Return. So that is the second this turn. Chicho
Mhm.
1 and 2. Wow. Okay, well, let's just start. Popsicle for 1.
Mm-hmm.
One more popsicle. Develop your brain.
And Chicha's only the second ink, or is it anytime you ink?
Just the second time.
Okay.
That would be a bit too strong.
Yeah.
Vision of the future. That's why I laughed. I had all 4 of those cards in my hand. Alright, I guess I can't make a decision of how this goes. Oh, that's awesome. That I can fit. Shoot. Okay. That's the bottom. Third Chicha. And I'll send this into Flynn. I will discard 1 card, which will be another lucky dime.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 quests for 1. I'll pass my turn.
Right.
That took forever.
No worries. We'll draw for turns. Cards in hand?
4.
Is that 4?
Mhm.
I feel like you should have more cards than that.
All the cards did was just replace themselves.
Yeah. Tap for 3. Another Donald Duck. This one will get 1 more, so he's going to tap for 2. I'm going to have to pass it over to you.
Okay. So Maui wants Smash. What should Maui smash? Pay 3. Fishbone. Think the popsicle. Use fishbone. I'm sorry, ink the popsicle.
Yeah, I got you.
I saw the popsicles. I'm like, that's where they belong. It's my 2 ink per turn. Chichas will proc. Alright, I mean, no, can't do that. Maui will go into the Dawn. Chichas will both quest for 1 each.
Yep.
And I'll pass.
Draw. Play a daisy. Play a flip. And we will pass the turn.
We'll think Maui.
Mm-hmm.
Fishbone 1 card. Chichas will proc. Just gonna double check. Make sure I have 12. I'm prone to mistakes. 6. And that is 6. Okay. So 4. Play Tala.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this card. Man, I first for a sec. Is that all in the player spot? Yeah, and then for 8, we'll play the Savior, Sisu.
Yeah, it's 2 or under, right?
Yeah.
I knew it was coming.
It's I was gonna play it last turn. I had to against all my best judgment.
Yeah.
That's for 2. Maui will have to occupy himself, otherwise I'll pass.
Card in hand.
4.
We're gonna use remember who you are. I'll draw 2. I have 2 cards in hand currently.
Nice.
Draw 2 to go up to 4. We will ink an Ursula and play a queen. And pass the turn.
Okay.
I think the double Chicha is what's killing me here. You wouldn't have had all those cards in hand. But
Yeah, she's kind of the only reason this particular list has any chance against aggro.
yeah.
Especially
Yeah, it's
double whammy.
it's like one of them probably would have been fine because you had to discard a card off of a Flynn, another Flynn, a Merfolk. But when you're getting doubles,
I mean,
you're seeing too many cards.
let's pay 4 for
Mm-hmm.
the flavor.
Yep.
Sorry if that was off screen.
No, you're fine.
Try to. I'm so sorry for this. Okay, 2. Card games. And then pay 5 for Donald Duck. Puts 1 in exerted, and then 3 Cheeches. All rejoice. Maui will sing 1 jump. Fishbone, Quill here. Oh, sorry, here. Don't blow this. These are all trying. Quest for 1, 2, 3, 6. And I'll pass my turn. And recount my ink.
Draw. All right. See, what's Sisu's stats?
5, 4, quest for 3.
Cards in hand?
A bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can stall you a turn. Don't know if it's gonna matter. We'll ship the queen. We'll play Ursula Deceiver. Oh wait, that doesn't even work the way I'm thinking it does. Yeah, actually you win.
Yeah.
Wait, you said she's a 5/4, so I can still trade.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I mean, I think either way you got it. Essentially, Queen would go into Sisu. You're gonna be able to tap for 19, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh wait, no, I miss. Yeah, I didn't see that one. All right, well, good game. Those Cheeches, man. Those Cheeches.
I got all 4 of her. Like, unreal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I still need to tweak the list a little bit just to see if I can make it. Like the problem I have is card draw. And so I have this and I have Diablo for like value type stuff. But again, it's just one of those like just trying to get enough on the board early.
Right.
And then of course Sisu. I lost my one game I lost with Amethyst Amber was the same thing. They got Cusco off of divisions to get rid of my spellbook, and then they got Sisu to just pretty much wipe the board on turn 6 or something like that. So
Yeah, it's tough because you don't have the most reach. You have blue, and is there any other reach in those colors?
In green and green and yellow, not really. It's just
going
literally,
like
I mean, like
Candle? That sort of thing.
like I don't know, Clarabelle helps a little bit with just card draw, but there's no like instant speed lore
Right.
like
That's
purple
kinda-
has.
Yeah, that's the hyper aggro
Yeah,
calling card right now. Is you're never really safe.
yeah, because you have the wizards, whatever, or you have the goat and things like that. So not having those is definitely rough in the matchup.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna dwell on it, and I'm gonna leave a comment of my thoughts of just for algorithm, and it's gonna change the entire metagame in one comment.
Absolutely.
And it's gonna be because of the InkCast. That's why.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, an absolute pleasure. Good luck in the rest of your games, and
All
nice meeting
right. You too. All right, so didn't work out. What's up, Saberthorn? Yeah, Chica, like again, we felt good. We felt good on the game up until the double Chica and then the triple Chica. And literally as soon as he got the 1 and the 2 out, he started doing the double ink every turn. And as much as we wanted to control anything, like he was just going. He was just going. Good games, man. Good games. So it's I think it's one of those things where with the deck it just needs a little bit. So it's again, I think it just needs a couple more kind of tweaks to it over time. But we're gonna play 2 more games with it. Like I said, we're gonna do best of 3 or 3 games with each of these decks to see how they're going. Hopefully, we'll get a good matchup so we can see it going off. But yeah, those Chicas, man, I think that card is severely underrated right now. In general, a lot of people aren't playing it because they just think Tipo is better, but the card's just different. And when you see it going off with Quill, or you see it going off with, another Tipo in the deck and things like that, like you're getting value. So definitely think it's an underrated card. And again, Chica into Sing 1 jump ahead is amazing as well. So like, there's just so many good options with the card. I'm sure it'll start to see more play as we see more decks coming out and things. So yeah, and I think that's the thing. Like red blue, if they get the ramp and they get their Sisu or their board wipe type stuff, be prepared. It's just gonna be hard for any aggro deck to rebuild. I think purple has the best chance of rebuilding just because you have things like that, like with rabbits or friends on the other side and things like that, so you can kind of like maybe come back from it. But a lot of these aggro decks, like a green red or something like that, it's just really going to struggle once the board gets wiped to put enough characters out all at once. And I think I probably overextended right before your 1 Sisu. Maybe I should have just played 1 card, but really I was just trying to get it as fast as possible. So I had to just kind of take the chance of maybe after seeing a million cards you didn't have a Sisu, but it happens. I do think red in general is probably the worst matchup against most of the aggro decks. Steel's probably second with Grab Your Swords, but red most definitely. All right, so let's see who we get in our next matchup. Yeah, absolutely. And we'll do a video with it with a wrap up on it. Maybe some thoughts over the next 2 games of what cards maybe to tweak a little bit. I always like playing just non-meta decks. Again, if I'm going to like a set championship, I'm probably going to play a meta deck, but outside of that, I just like playing fun stuff. Hello.
Hello.
All right. Hey, just real quick, want to make sure I am streaming live. Is that cool with you?
Yep, that's good.
All right. Cool. All right. Do you care about the cut? Do you want to do 3? You want to do a half deck cut?
Half's fine.
All right.
How about you?
That's fine with me too. All right. All right. I'm gonna throw back 1.
I'll do 5.
Okay.
What's with the 3-headed dog?
All right. So we got a YouTube channel called the InkCast.
Yep.
And this is kind of our mascot. It's the idea is Cerberus from Hercules. I guess technically he shows up in Canto as well. But it's the puppy of Cerberus, and then his heads are like the 3 hyenas, which again has turned into the whole 3-headed dragon meme that's been going around.
I was thinking about Harry Potter.
Yeah, there's a Cerberus there as well.
Yeah, but I was just confused because it was a Lorcana mat, like with all the ink colors.
Yeah. So this is our icon emblem for the InkCast. So we have fun with it.
And first, we'll ink an Ursula Deceiver and pass.
Okay. Draw for turn. We're gonna ink a queen. Play Lilo and pass a turn.
I'll ink another Ursula Deceiver,
All right.
and I'll play an Ursula Deceiver.
So that gets a song, correct?
Yep.
No songs. I've got Little Queen, Big Queen, Piglets, Blue, Flynn, and then a Remember Who You Are, which is an action.
All right. Yep, good.
Okay.
And I'll pass.
Draw. We're gonna ink a Flynn, play a Piglet, and then pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. I'll ink a snake.
Mhm.
Play Cloud Kicker on the Piglet.
Yep.
And quest for 1.
Yep.
And I'll pass.
Untap, draw. It is a 2/2.
Yep.
We will ink. Piglet. Play a blue on bodyguard. We'll go ahead and quest for 2. Pass the turn.
Quest for 1. Do 3 for a fox.
Mhm.
Take out blue.
Alright, I'll gain 2 lore.
And then Ursula will take out Lilo.
Okay.
And I'll ink and Elsa.
Okay.
And pass.
Yep. Cards in hand?
4.
Got 2. Piglet. 1. For the queen. Gonna ink Clarabelle. And pass turn.
Cards in hand.
3.
Fox will sing friends.
Okay.
I'll ink Cloud Kicker.
Mhm.
I'll do 5 to shift Ursula.
Okay.
Quest for 3. I don't need to exert anyone. I can't do anything else, and I'll pass.
Draw. What's Ursula's stats?
4/7.
We're gonna tap 3 for Donald and Bodyguard, which will add 1 lore to Queen. And then we're gonna quest for 5. And then we'll pass turn.
Cards in hand.
3 enhanced it.
Ursula will Actually, Fox will take out Donald. Ursula will take out Piglet.
Okay.
Now do 2 for Bonsai. 2 for another Bonsai. I'll pass.
Draw. Cards in hand?
3.
Do the Emerald Comic-Con or Chromacon. Pass turn.
Ursula.
Definitely, we're hurting. We're muted with him, but we're hurting on non-inkables.
Because she can exert a character when she quests.
Okay.
I'll do 4. So you're welcome, the Karmakon.
Okay. You just shuffle back in, right?
Yeah,
And
then
then
you
I
draw
draw
2.
2.
And the Fox will trade the Queen.
Okay.
And quest for 4. And I'll make Cogsworth and pass.
And tap and draw. We're gonna ink a big queen. Diablo. Search Merfolk. And pass turn.
I'll do 3 for an Emerald Chronicon, 3 for a crab.
Mhm.
Quest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh.
And pass.
Yeah. All right. I don't think there's anything that can save me.
Just
There
write be prepared on a green card.
Yeah. I say there is not. So I can Donald to give Diablo extra lore and quest for 4. I can tap 1 for a queen. Then pass the turn.
Yeah.
I'll draw though.
Yep.
And
Good
then
game.
you'll quest for the win. Good game, man. Yeah, I got caught on 2 uninkables in hand.
Yeah.
So
I got the Shift Ursula It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should have. I don't know if it would have mattered too much, but I don't know if I should have tried to take out your 1/3 at some point. Because I had the big queen in hand from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out like how should I use it. But in the end, I mean, like you just have way more. The kit bouncing stuff was just a little too much to throw me off tempo.
Yep. Good game.
You too, man. All right, so 0-2 with the deck. What we're finding is inkables are a little bit of a problem. And then just some draws to kind of get out of it. So again, I thought this card would be better, but seems like so far, everybody has a very similar hand size. So probably playing 3 is not the right number, probably 2. In all honesty, it's probably just Clarabelle. And then running like another 1 or 2 of the smaller Clarabelles is probably going to be better. So we'll give it one more game, finish it up with the 3. We'll see. Yeah, I was thinking, so the only problem with it is I would need to add the 1-drop Diablos in it. And again, I think it's a valid shift into the deck too. And then we probably would need maybe a couple more spells just to guarantee like we can do the shift. Maybe like a couple like we don't talk about Bruno or something like as a 2-of just to give us a couple more in there. Because if we're not going to shift Diablo, then I don't like the 1-drop Diablo. But if we add like 2 more songs in there, 2 more actions in there, maybe we could do that. Yeah, I think the Cloud Kicker little too cute. So I think there's definitely some good stuff in the list. I just think it probably needs more tweaking because it's like it wants to be aggro and it wants to be tempo, and I'm not sure you can be both. Because for aggro you want blue on 3, for tempo you want kit on 3. So that's a little rough there. That's what I'm saying. Like I think it's a shift, right? And appreciate the follow, Lorcana PT. But I think that's the thing, right? Like I think right now the queen is being a little more aggro-y. But I think if we go more tempo with it, so we're just bouncing stuff back for them, I think we need like I think that's where Bruno comes into play. I think there's a few other cards we can put in there to shift it to be more tempo than aggro, and maybe even Diablo makes sense in there. Maybe we cut a couple of the, like, I don't know, if it's Lilo or whatever, like we cut one of them or something. Try to help in with the Diablos in the 1-drop spot. But right now I'm getting stuck on Inkables. But I agree. I think Queen is good if you have good spells to sing, but we're not really singing a bunch of spells, so I think Big Queen may just need to come out. And by cutting those 8 cards, we'd have a room.
Oh.
Hello, hello.
Fellow lemon lime enjoyer, huh?
We'll see. We're playing around with a list, but also we are live on stream. Is that okay with you?
Oh, that's fine, man.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're seeing what we can do with it.
Yeah, I'm not running. I'm not running what you would call the current meta lemon lime either. So it should at least be entertaining.
But mine either. I'm trying to do
right.
cute things, and chat's also telling me some of the stuff I'm trying to do is a little too cute.
All right. Half cuts or 3 cuts?
Half cuts are fine.
All right. Sounds good to me. I'm sending back 4.
All right, I'm going to send back 3. What's up? Blood pressure? No, I've not seen it in a long time. I thought my mom should
Trying
have.
out a list. So you're not running that Under the Sea Sing Together deck that everyone's been running.
No Under the Sea in this one.
Oh, well, spoiler alert, me neither.
I may need it though, right?
It's a possibility.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, fire away, man.
All right. So I'm going to ink. I'm going to ink Simba,
All right.
play a Curse Merfolk.
Interesting.
And
Draw for turn.
pass turn.
I'm going to ink an Ursula.
Mhm.
I'm going to tap 1 and I'm going to play a Curse Merfolk.
All right.
Sorry.
And tap draw. Going to ink Flynn, play a Flynn. Quest for 2. Pass turn.
Tap. Draw for turn. I'm going to ink a Piglet.
Mhm.
Tap 2 and play a Piglet. Then I'm going to quest for 2.
Yep. Untap, draw. All right, we're gonna ink in Ursula.
All right.
Gonna play a Kit to bounce your Piglet.
All right.
We're going to attack into your Merfolk with the Flynn.
All
I'll
right.
discard a Baloo,
All right.
and I will quest for 2 with my Merfolk.
All right.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. I'm going to ink a Hidden Cove.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tap 3.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you now. Cloud
a
Kicker probably needs to be a 4-0.
I'm going to pass.
Tap roll. We're going to ink a Queen, play a Baloo and Bodyguard, play a Daisy,
All right.
and we're going to quest for 5.
All right.
And pass turn.
I'm going to draw.
Mhm.
Untap. I'm going to ink and Ursula.
Mhm.
I'm going to tap 3. Play a Donald Duck in
Yep.
Bodyguard. Give the +1 to Baloo. Quest for 2.
Yep.
Then I'm going to tap 1. Play a Daisy. And I will pass.
Right. Untap.
17.
Oh. Going to quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will trigger.
It is a spin.
All right, and we will. So you have Baloo and you have Donald out.
Yep, Baloo and Donald.
Donald's a 2/3. Blue's a 0/3. It's gonna matter. We're gonna kick Cloud Kicker, and we'll just go ahead and bounce your Daisy.
All right. What does Kit do, by the way?
So when Kit comes into play, you may return chosen opposing character with 2 power or less to their player's hand.
Interesting. It's like a discount Sisu.
Sisu kills though, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's the discount version.
Yeah, so it just bounces back. It's a 2/2. It's inkable for 3, and it taps for 1.
All right. I'm going to untap. Draw. I didn't get it. Had 1 out. Didn't get it. GG.
What were you looking for?
So my whole deck revolves around a queen.
Okay.
So basically, if I hit queen, right, on turn 3, if I hit queen, like this queen, right, the way this deck works is I hit the queen, I mulligan heavy for it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say this is turn 3, right? You bounce some cards back into my hand, I drew a couple things, and I was at, like, let's say I had like a piglet on board, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
I play...
Oh, yeah, you're Mirabelle, right?
Yeah, so here's the thing. I quest Maribel, gain 5, tap 4, play a Sven, ready the queen, exert the queen again, Maribel.
Yeah.
Gain 10 on the spot, plus 3 from the piglet from playing it, and you gain 13 and you win the game.
Yeah, I saw that with is that the Sven that gets you the card back in your hand?
No, it's the Sven readies the queen again and lets you exert it. Because Sven, the thing about Sven is it states you can't quest it or challenge with the card for the rest of the turn, but you can exert to use abilities.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing it can. Hey, good game, man.
Yeah, you too, man. You too.
I like the kit. I might start running that, actually.
Yeah, it's a good tempo card, and if you don't need them, you ink them. But just
exactly.
Especially in the aggro matchups, to take a 2-lore character or whatever and put it back in their hand to mess around, with Piglet especially. To slow him down is good. He's definitely a great card in there. It is opposing, so you can't do it to your own characters, but it does give you that tempo.
That's fine. I think it's good. I might actually start running that because I've been trying to figure out how to deal with the aggro v aggro matchup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right,
I think.
Man, you have a good evening.
All right, you too. All right. So we learned that Kit is better than I thought. I mean, like, I played Kit a lot in the last set with him coming out, but definitely think as far as what we could do with the deck, we could shift it around a little bit. I think we go on more of the tempo good value, so probably cut the queens. Again, I think the queens are nice when they're there, but being able to like turn 1, turn 2, tap for 2 on there, but I think I think it's just one of those things where that's probably 8 cards we could shift around. We could add a couple more kits. Let me go over to this screen just so we can see the list better. So this is a list that we were running. Like I said, I'm going to take these videos, these matches, and create a video over on the YouTube. So if you're watching from Twitch, we do have the YouTube, the InkCast. You can go check that out. We're also doing a giveaway for any of you guys that don't know. We're doing a giveaway of a D23 set. One of these bad boys. So we're going to be giving one of these away next Friday. If you guys are interested, all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave a comment. Leave a comment on a video. That's as easy as that. Every video you comment on is a entry into the drawing, and we'll be drawing. We're going to close it down on Friday. We're going to be doing the drawing sometime on Saturday, so I'll announce it and all of that. But anyway, just simple plug there. But I'll be turning these into videos as well with the live gameplay. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I'll ship to Canada. We'll figure it out what the cost and all of that is. Again, it's just a big thing. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs so we can start to get monetized. And I had an extra one of those from going to Disney Springs, so gonna give it away. So I can make that work. We can make it ship to Canada, no worries. But yeah, every entry will count. So every video that you comment on is an entry. But as far as this deck, you know, probably get the 4th kit into the deck. Probably cut the 8 queens. We probably need better draw. Maybe Diablo needs to be a shift Diablo. So we need to bring in the 1-drop Diablos. Maybe bring in just a couple more spells. And I'm thinking like, I don't know. I was thinking Bruno at first, but nothing in here is going to be able to sing that once we cut the queens out. So it's going to be pretty rough. So maybe it's just like a sudden chill or something tempo-ish that we put in here. No. Okay, so on YouTube, there is a default Dan on YouTube, but which is me. But if you do at InkCast, so let me grab my keyboard. At the InkCast. Try that. Yeah, so that's the main channel. We're also live over there on YouTube as well. But yeah, if you go over there, like I said, just hit that subscribe button, comment on a video or two. Each video you comment on is a entry to win one of those. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Berg, is we probably need Clarabelle's. I have Clarabelle's, but I'm just saying probably need her in the deck to help with it. So maybe that's what we do over Diablos. Diablos maybe just too cute in the deck. Plus, shifting a big Clarabelle out will probably help anyway. And then, you know, that'll help with the uninkable situation by cutting the Diablos as well. Because right now, the game 2 we lost just because we hit so many uninkables. We got trapped in our hand, couldn't really get over our 4 ink. So, okay, invited the ball. I will definitely check that one out over Remember. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we used it once in the 3 games and we got 2 cards off of it. So I also agree with you. I don't think it's good. That's kind of where I think like big Clarabelle on a shift is probably just better in general. Even if it's just like a 2 of and she's inkable if we just don't need her at the time. But I will definitely look at Invited to the Ball. I've seen a few people say that card's really good. So maybe it's, you know, pulling those in instead of Remember Who You Are. Because even in our first game when we played blue and they were drawing so many cards, they still only had like 4 or 5 cards, and we got trapped with a bunch of cards in hand. So we couldn't really draw off of it and take advantage of it. Plus it's 4, so it's kind of hard to even get to. So I like that. As a suggestion. So I'll look at those cards. We'll see how we can kind of modify it and tweak it a little bit. But yeah, overall the deck went 1 and 2. We did 3 games with it, 1 and 2. We got pretty lucky on game 3 with just the aggro rushing with it. We had the better curve out compared to theirs. But you know, we also played the other one. So before that, we played this deck. We went 2 and 1 with this deck. The game we lost is against Red Blue, and they just literally ramped into Sisu. They had a Cusco to take care of our sorcerers spellbook, and they kind of, you know, took us out. But our other 2 games are super fast, just dominated, and won super quick. So again, if you're looking at aggro, this is probably the better of the aggro list. But I do think this lemon lime is more fun, especially if we can get all tweaked up in how we're going. And I think in the mirror, this deck with the right tweaks to it is actually better than the other one. If you can hit running, you know, pretty quickly. I think the Flynn and the Merfolk is really good against that style deck because you're making them discard without the removal and stuff. So overall, went pretty good. We're gonna wrap up the stream. We've been streaming for over 2 hours now. Gotta edit some videos, get a video out tomorrow on one of these decks, and then we'll put the other one out on Friday if you guys want to check it out. And we'll check and see if anybody's streaming some Lorcana so we can raid over to them. Always love to show the love to other streamers as well. If you guys have any suggestions on decks you want to see or anything like that, feel free to let me know in the comments, in the chat, all of that, and we will find the cards. I have all the cards, but we'll put the deck together and we will see what we can do as far as getting that on stream on one of our next streams. We're going to be streaming Mondays and Wednesdays every week. So definitely stay tuned. Check back in when we're going live. We do YouTube and Twitch. We got a few people streaming, so we'll go over here because I think the other one is not in English. But let's raid over here. Again, show these guys some love. Throw the emotes and all of that stuff in their chat. And like I said, we'll be back on Monday, but we may try to get something in this weekend, a special one-off stream or something like that. So just stay tuned. I'll let you know over on Twitter and all of that if we're going live. And I will, get that schedule up so it's easier to find me when I'm going. So appreciate you guys hanging out, chatting with me, and all that good stuff. Until next time, guys, y'all take it easy.
I went 4 back. No, I went 5 back, right? Those two. Yeah, I went 4 back.